Hey everybody, hello, it's Glenda Canuti from Glenda's Creative Place, and I am live, and I'm going to start tonight with a card series, a very abbreviated card series, but I'm going to start with what I would call a very beginner card, and then I would go forward from that, and we'll do that for a few days. Let me double check here what's happening. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I've got some of my VIP folks and some of my team that I believe are going to be joining me. So I think they're probably just trying to find me, and I'm hoping that I'm in the right place. In fact, I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel and double check if you don't mind. I appreciate your tolerance and with this is the first time that I'm going live to my YouTube channel from my Ecamm software, which is a newer software for me. So it says I'm live there, so I'm hoping that my gals will show up here pretty soon. But in the meantime, what do I mean by a card series? Let me talk about that first. My card series that we're going to be doing is basically, I'm going to get you in the mood for Christmas. They don't all have to be Christmas cards, but the techniques will work going forward for anything. Today I'm going to do a very basic card, and that card is going to consist of an A2 size card, and I think you might remember I've talked about the cards before and the sizes, the most popular sizes. This is the A2, which is 4.25 by 5.50, and that is the most popular size in this country, and the majority of your cards that people make are that size. Other popular sizes are 5 by 7. Some people like 6 by 6 and 5 by 5. I'm not as friendly with those because you have to pay extra postage for square cards, and I don't like that. And then the other thing is a newcomer in the last several years, which is called a slimline card. But today we're going to do an A2 card, and I did some prep work, so it didn't take us forever and a day. And what I've done so far, let me find my top-down camera. There we go. And it's dead again. Well, that's going to be an interesting thing. It's showing up here, but it's not showing there. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me try it again. Nope. Well, that is pretty interesting that I can see the phone. I had a webcam die, so I had been hoping that my phone would be working. It was working right before I went live. I don't know why it's not working right now. Well, isn't that special? Yep. You know what? I'm going to try again. And I am going to see if I can't get this to work. Well, I'm looking right at it and it says NDI. I don't know why it's not working. This is just my luck, you guys. I finally asked my folks to join me on a public YouTube, and of course I don't have a top-down camera, which that makes it pretty darn hard to show you guys what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to do it a different way. So let me just come back to me again, and we'll just have to improvise. So what I did today was I went ahead. Oh, I got my girls here. Hi, ladies. I cannot get my top-down camera to work, and it was working right before we went live, so I'm not sure why. I'm going to look at something really quick and see if it says camera. No. Hold on. If you guys can tolerate the dark black scene for a second, I'm going to go over there. And yeah, that's what it's supposed to be doing, but it's not. Okay. Well, apparently we don't have a top-down camera today. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to have to do everything and then like show you here. And this is my new camera, you guys. It's my ZV-E10 and I'm loving it. It's never giving me any problems, by the way. And I can definitely take off. Let me do that now. Hold on. I can take off the snow if it bothers you guys. So what I did today to save time was I cut out some dies, and I've talked about what dies are before for those of you that have never seen them. It's a metal die. This is different than our crickets that I talk about all the time. These are metal dies, and they're put through a different type of machine which does die cutting and embossing. So there's that. I cut these out ahead of time, so I have a whole bunch of them. Of course I used glitter paper. If you know anything about Glenda, you know that I have to have my glitter stuff. So let's see what else. I already have a card sitting here, which you could see if things would work. I don't know why they won't. But I have some stamps in there, just little sentiment stamps that I'm going to stamp on the inside of the card. And by the way, I'm going to do that first. So I wonder if I can bendy down this camera without making a big mess. I have so much stuff in the way. I hate. Oh, well, that was interesting. Now that one went away. Well, this is turning into quite the little disaster here. Hold on. Let's see what happened to that camera. That camera is supposed to be my ZV-E10, which just, I don't know what happened. Nope, it's not that. There, ZV-E10, please. There we go, back. Okay, so apparently I'd better not touch the ZV-E10, which is my front-facing camera. Oh, this was much easier when there were just webcams, I have to tell you. I mean, the picture is amazing. And I have a little bit of blurred background. You probably can't really tell from here. But anyway, I'm going to stamp. And I'm so sad I can't show you, for those of you that are just learning, I'm using a MISTI, which stands for, I always forget, the most, no, it's an I, most incredible stamping tool ever invented, or something close to that. So I've got I had my little stamps in here, but they're crooked. And I hate that you guys can't see me. I wonder, no, that's not going to work either. I'll show you when I'm done. So I'm stamping, and I'm using this MISTI is what's called a stamping platform. And the reason I'm using a stamping platform is because sometimes you can get little spots on your stamps where you don't get them evenly done. Oh, I see everybody here. Okay, yes, and because I moved them, they're not exactly straight, but you know what? They're good enough. All right, so what I did, and I'll show you this. I'll pick up the card. Ooh, I put a brand new little sticky mat in here, and it is doing its job. There we go. Okay, this is a stamping platform. This is a MISTI. Mine might look a little different than some people's because I do different things to help me be successful with my MISTI. I put sticky mats, like you can use a Cricut sticky mat and cut it up. I use these other cheaper ones that I found through Jennifer McGuire. But what happens is, as you might be able to see here, I have two stamps in there right now. One on top of the other, and those are just sentiment stamps. And what those are doing is, I had normally have the paper you want to stamp is in there, and you line it up, and it lines up really great. And then you put your stamps up there so everything's lined up, and you press down. And if you don't get it right the first time, the greatest thing is you can redo it. There's always a way to redo it. So, all right, so that's that. And I can see that I have a smudge. God, who could imagine why with all the stuff going on here? But I'm just going to put some glue on a snowflake, and I made extras. I tell my teammates that are on here, that are on my team, I tell them all the time, if you're die cutting, do extras, okay? So I covered up my smudge, and you would never ever know that there was a smudge there. Now what I'm going to do is, this is just a plain card front right now, and I am going to add a pattern paper to the front, and I'm trying to decide, do we like this one or do we like this one? And I'm going to be putting a bunch of glitter, silver glitter snowflakes on. So I'm not sure what got dark in here all of a sudden. I got all my lights going. Let's move that one over here. That's probably not in the right place, but we'll do it anyway. So who wants to vote? What do we like, the lighter side or do we like the darker side? I will wait till I see somebody. I don't know where Judy's at. Somebody ping her. Okay, I'm waiting. Somebody get on and tell me, what do you like? Lighter or darker? I'm kind of thinking darker myself. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is do the darker side. And this I'm just going to put flat down with tape. And one of the things I like to do to make sure that I'm getting things down correctly, because I am not good with things being straight. Ever since I had that whole disaster where they put staph in my back, and it screwed me all up so much, my coordination and everything. And one of the things that's hard for me right now after that is to get things perfectly straight. But I use my Versamat. It's a tool I can't live without. All right, so I have it on the front, okay? I just hate that you guys can't see what I'm doing. It just makes me a little crazy right now, because I'm here to demo and teach, and I don't understand why this camera is not working. There's Judy. Okay, now it's a party. The party girl is here. We were waiting for the party girl to show up, Jude. All right, I'm gonna get some 3D foam tape, just because I like a lot of dimension. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of arrange some of these snowflakes down on my card front. I'm not sure who I like for where yet. I think well, you know what, if I double up, I'm going to have to use tape, because these are way too see-through, unless I would have gotten out some wet glue, which I did not do. So I'm not going to worry about it now. So I'm going to put these on, one on top of the other, and just do a little staggering with it. I'm not certain I love that. Not with this one anyway. All right. That one is not going to get staggered. This one will look great. This little one here that has a lot of room. You need a lot of room to do that, to make sure that it looks correct and purposeful, and not like you just threw it on here like accidentally they fell on each other. You don't want that. I think we've all had those kinds of things happen before, where our cards look like a little accident occurred on them. But that's not the case here. We are putting these on purposefully, and that's what I'm going to do with this one too. So I'm going to, I think, let me see. You know what? No, I'm not going to do it with that one either. I'm just going to do it with that one of them. So what I'm trying to get done now is I have to, because these are so skinny, I have to cut even the skinniest foam tape that I have. I've got to cut it in a little bit skinnier fashion so that it doesn't show. We've all seen those things happen before, and we don't want that. And I will probably, I mean, this is a card. It's not like it's going to be in a scrapbook for 800 years or anything. So I will probably just put this down mostly in the middle, I think, and not all the way around. I don't think it's necessary to make it be all the way around. We'll find out when I look at it a little closer. I need my tweezers. No, okay. Let me finish with this. Okay, hold on a minute. All right, I've got one of them. I'm trying to get the foam tape off. Of course, it doesn't want to come off. You know what? Too bad, so sad. It's going on like that. There we go. So all I did was foam tape this one just in the very center. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the second one. And I'm wishing you could see. I don't know why this camera went out. And I can see that I'm going to have to give up the ghost on this. Trying to use a... Everybody told me, oh, go ahead, use one of your old iPhones, which has a better picture than a webcam anyway, which that is true. But I can see I'm going to have to break down and get another webcam because they always worked. I never had a problem with a webcam not working until, and it was my fault, we were moving stuff around on my desk and I didn't do it, but we did it together. We were moving things around on my desk, let me just say that. And things got squished. And the cord to my C930, which is the really extra wide webcam, it just went bye-bye because I was not good to it. It was not the fault of the camera. The camera was still working great until yours truly messed it up. And my desk is really big and heavy on the top. My girlfriend Elizabeth, whom I love to call Mrs. Home Depot, she actually made this whole thing for me, and she did it like this so that I can stand up because I can't sit all the time. I'm sitting now, but if I'm doing a really long live, the girls that are on here with you will conclude, they know that a lot of times I'll be standing up and kind of just stretching because that's how my back got screwed up. And I'm telling you right now, you should not, any of you, sit for any length of time without moving around. It's not good for you. Okay, this is a very simple card, ladies and gentlemen. We got some beautiful snowflakes on it, some pretty Christmas paper, and inside it says, "You warm my heart, snow glad we're friends," kind of a little chuckle. And then I left a lot of room down here to write on it. And you know what? I shouldn't even attempt this the way the day is going, but I'm going to, crazy as I am, even though I'm not supposed to be stepping it up. But I'm thinking I'm going to grab a couple of these snowflake sequins and just put them on the other side to balance out. Let's see. Can I find the teeny weeny? I need the micro glue dots. There they are. The teeny weenies, as I call them. Okay, let me find my tool. Here we go. Love this new tool by Close to My Heart. Picks up things so amazingly. And so I'm just picking it up. Here's a great lesson. Never take a glue dot off and then try to put it on something, then put it down. No, no, no. You always want to bring the thing you want to glue to the glue dot. And that one just went flying. Okay. Well, we will try another. That's my bad. No, you don't want to. I see people do it all the time, and I have to tell you that sometimes I forget, and I do it too. And you don't want that. You want to bring the embellishment or whatever you're doing over to the glue dot, and then you can put something on it. You know what? Maybe I'll put another snowflake on here. That might look good. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put another snowflake inside just a little bit, down in the other corner, and that will help balance it out. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to put, I don't even think I need an extra one of those little itty bitties. I think we're good. This is not a fancy card, kids. This is something that anybody could make. I know my girlfriend Donna is on here, and she's got her beautiful granddaughter Braylon with her. And Braylon can make cards that many card makers I know can't even make. She's so awesome. But Braylon could easily do this card, and she could easily teach her friends how to do this card, because it's just a piece of pattern paper, which is just a little bit less than the outside card, so that you have that white border. I love the white border. I've got die cuts on it, very simple. It's just a stamp message inside. I put a snowflake over here because we got a little smudge taking it out of the Misty, which sometimes can happen. And then I just added this one so that there's balance. And we've got a little teeny weeny one up here just hanging out by itself, which is fine and dandy. And that is it. Okay, let me see if anyone has any questions. Okay, let me see who's here first. Okay, Becky is here. Janice is here. Donna's here, which means Braylon's here too. There's Peggy. All my girls. There's Robin. And then there's Judy. Hey, there's Judy. Oh yeah, Judy has to go because she has to go tutor somebody. So, what are you trying to order, Janice, that's never in stock? Oh, this. Yeah. It went like that. But they're going to bring them back because they've got them in the core catalog. So they will be around all year. It's just, I'm sure they're sitting out here offshore on the boats. You guys should see it. When you look out here on my ocean right here, on my beach, you can see the cargo ships. They're backed up and it's ridiculous. It's all the way down as far as you can see to Long Beach. So they're waiting to get into the port of Long Beach. And they're also, once they get into Long Beach, for some reason, customs is not going fast enough. I don't know if they don't have enough people back, which could be because people might be afraid with the pandemic. I don't know. But it's ridiculous. And it seems like every time I look, it's worse. So I just hate. Janice, yeah, Becky knows. It's a mess. Janice, if I hear these come back in stock, I will let you know, because it is really nice. And you know, I have a whole bunch of things that do these type of things, but so far, this one I'm really liking. And what's cool is if it gets like worn out on there and not sticky anymore, just put it in a pencil sharpener and it's awesome. Yeah, awesome girls. Well, I would have loved this to have been a little fancier and have my camera working, but I can see it's time to get the other webcam. You know what? Amazon already owes me some money for some stuff I sent back, so here comes my webcam. I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, there's also not enough longshoremen. You're right about that. To empty the cargo. Yep. So when I hang up, I will probably go order my webcam after I feed Luna, because Luna is patiently waiting under the desk in her little baby bed. And if you could hear her, she'd probably be doing this with her nails. You guys know how she is. Yeah, Becky, you keep an eye out too, because you know I'm kind of distracted this month trying to practice all this stuff. Let me see. Did you guys see my cute countdown timer? Hold on. I'm just going to show you some of these things because these girls haven't gotten to see them. And then it plays music. It's supposed to be playing music. I'm having a heck of a day. I don't know why that's not working either. And then here's my little opening scene that I have. Yeah, poor Luna. Oh, I know. She lives such a bad, hard life, doesn't she? I'm telling you. let's see, and then I have this one. I should have had this one on instead of all the falling snow. That probably would have been better. And you know what? I have to keep remembering that I moved my camera. My camera's always been up here, and now it's in front of me, so I have to remember that I have to keep looking there. I have a, yeah, you can't see anything now, but that's a screen for sharing design space. Then there's my Cricut. And then I just have this without any music. And let's see, what else? Oh, I've got some snow lights going on. And that's my closing for right now. Did you guys like those? Aren't they cute? So I've been working hard on stuff. I have to learn to stop using my mouse and use my Stream Deck, which is a thing you program and just push the buttons to switch your scenes from things to things. But I have a lot of learning still to do, y'all. I'm trying to make it really good for you guys, because you guys are the reason that I'm doing this, so that our group continues to prosper and grow. And I appreciate y'all being so patient with me. You girls are why I do this. You like the reindeer? I can put the reindeer back on. Hold on a second. Let's see. There they are. Yeah. And I have all of these guys. They can pop in by themselves. I just don't have them set up right now. But yeah, aren't they cute? But just know that you girls who are on here are my reason. You know, when you, as a business person, you ask yourself, what's your why? You guys are my why, 100%. So, all right. I'm terribly sorry that my top down did not work so I could show you everything, but hopefully I'll figure it out by tomorrow. But I'm going to get a webcam ordered right now, so at least I will have a working webcam hopefully by Saturday. All right, so I'm going to put this on for good. There we go. For reals, guys. All right, you know how we are. Ready? Everybody say goodbye. Thank you very, very much for coming. Love you all very much. Bye.